Question 4. With speed, distance, time. There's a lot of information that we're given here and we need to decipher what we need to actually do. So it's talking about travelling from Manchester to London, and we've got some times that it took Tarek to get there and what his average speed was. And then we've got Jill, also travelled from Manchester to London, left at the same time but got there a little bit later because her train had to go an extra 37 miles. We want to work out the difference between the average speed of Tarek's train and the average speed of Jill's train. So I'm going to split it into two columns. I'm going to look at stuff to do with Tarek's journey and then stuff to do with Jill's journey. And we're talking about speed, distance, time, so just in the corner there I'm going to write the formula speed, distance and time, that triangle that we know. So to begin with, if I work out what I know about Tarek's journey, so we're told that he left Manchester at 8:35 and it got to London at 11:05. Counting along, we work out that that took him 2.5 hours. We're also told in the question that his train travelled at an average speed of 110 miles per hour, so we know his average speed was 110 miles per hour. Now if we write down what we know about Jill's journey, so her train left at 8:35, we got to London at 11:35, so that took her a total of 3 hours. We know that it travelled an extra 37 miles, but we don't know how far it actually travelled on Tarek's journey, so we need to work that out. If I wanted to work out the distance using the information from Tarek's journey, using the triangle over here, we've got distance is speed times time. So if I wanted to find out the distance, speed 110 miles an hour times by time 2.5. The distance that he travelled is 275 miles. So we've got the distance of the actual journey. Going back to Jill's journey then, so we've got 275, but it was diverted an extra 37 miles, so we need to add 37 on there. So then that gives you 312. So we now know that Jill travels 312 miles, and now using this information we've got, we now need to work out the average speed of her train. Going back to that triangle again, we've got speed equals distance divided by time this time. So to work out the speed, I need to do distance divided by time. 312 is the distance divided by 3 hours. So the speed of Jill's train ended up being 104 miles per hour. Now we're just left to compare the two values. We've got 104 miles an hour, we've got 110 miles an hour. Writing that down that we're taking that away, we've got 110, take away 104, that ends up giving us a difference of 6 miles per hour. So our final answer is 6 miles per hour.